we are in a managed decline, and all countries around the world are experiencing the same thing. Their countries are in debt. People are working harder and harder and not getting anywhere, or not as far as where they could be going with their money and with their family. Cost of things are going through the roof. Housing in certain Western worlds are becoming unaffordable, and the next generation are being left behind. And it's all on purpose. It's all to lead us into a one world, new world order government. And the central headquarters will be Gaza in Israel. And all the elites will be working out of that hub. As Trump wants, he wants the Trump Plaza there. He wants it to be basically an elite hub to make Dubai look like, a third world country. That is the plan. That is the plan. That is what they're working towards. And the UN's a part of it. And everything with Epstein and human trafficking is going to be thrown under the rug, under the carpet, like nothing happened. And unfortunately, the American dollar is going to fail. The fiat currency is losing its traction. And the one threat that America has, or the Western world has, is China and Russia. So those two countries are really the meat in the sandwich. Iran as well, I guess. They're still not giving up, and Taiwan's really there for whoever gets Taiwan is going to be the next superpower. And that's no joke. The capabilities of that chip plant in Taiwan, NVIDIA has gone through the roof since 2019, basically just prior to COVID in 2020. Things are going to get real, and countries are testing their nuclear weapons, and things are coming to a head in a way where we know something's there. We know something big is going to be happening around the corner. And I say big, I mean it. But I don't think a lot of us are really ready for what's going to be happening. And, I think essentially what we could be getting into at the moment, like here in Australia, is stagflation, where unemployment's rising and inflation's rising as well at the same rate. Now, that's not great. That's not good. Normally, it's one or the other. One comes down, one goes up, or one goes up, one goes down. At the moment, both are rising at the same time. And so here in Australia, with our mineral resource deal with America, we're just selling off more of our assets, and we realistically should be the most wealthiest country in the world. However, just like every other Western country, most Western countries, if not all, are being managed terribly. And it's all because of this managed decline. What's the next step? What's the next thing? Well, to be honest with you, we have the power as the people to stand up to this. We didn't do it in COVID. A lot of us were entrapped by the logic of, okay, if you don't get this, then you don't get to work here and you have to find another job. With the way that the world is running at the moment, people, if they leave a job, it's harder to find another one. And if you've got a sizable mortgage, or if you're just sort of coming out of your mortgage, then that's great. But if you've got a sizable mortgage, at the moment, you're going to be in for a bit of a ride, because it's one of those things where we know that this is all done in a way to keep the very few more wealthy, make them more rich, and keep them and erode the middle class. And obviously the lower class are struggling as it is, but this is all designed to erode the middle class. They want Western worlds to have lower class, upper class. There's no middle. And it's all to their gain. And yeah, unfortunately, the way that we've been structured here in Australia, I can't talk on other countries, but the way we've been structured here in Australia is that we're the handout country, just like Great Britain. And that's why they've been experiencing an influx of people coming to their countries for the free handouts, the free ride. And they're leeching off the economy. And that's why they're getting increasingly more debt, the UK government, and same here in Australia. And with us, it's the NDIS. That's a massive, massive scam and rort. People are absolutely taking advantage of that system and doing irreversible damage. Irreversible damage. There's no way in my lifetime that we will be able to recover economically, and for the next generation will be forever enslaved to pay that to pay that off. And so the gravy train is no more. There was never a gravy train for the average person. Well, there once was. Life was good in the 90s and the early 2000s here in Australia. But things were changed. And at the moment, we're staring down managed decline and governments that don't have the backing of the people. People are waking up. People don't have the support of government bodies anymore. And they don't really know who to turn to. There's no one putting their hand in the fire and going, well, and looking around going, well, if no one's going to be doing this, I better do it. Because, people are run by greed, and the housing market at the moment is all designed by that. And it's because of poor policies, foreign investors. It's become the Hunger Games. And like every country, managed decline has killed Australia.